Hey everybody. Today we just got back in the studio from actually we just went to the beach. It's our daily ritual. That's where we're doing our team meetings now. We're doing like 20-minute beach walk, talk about business, what we're doing for the rest of the day. So it seems to be working right now. Plus we've had beautiful weather outside. We just got back to the studio and yeah, paintings are dry from the other session. And, you know, when I come back to the studio to get to see my work after it's done doing its thing, moving around, curing and whatnot, it always changes a little bit. And so it's not like I don't know what I'm going to get, but I don't really know what I'm going to get. I mean, I have an idea of what it's going to look like, but this piece from the other day, it's definitely different. It's different. So Trent, you grab this side, buddy. So if y'all haven't met Trent, hello. Last name Riley. He's our director of operations and helps out with a lot of different things here in the studio and at the business. And you're going to be seeing a lot more of Trent in our videos to come. And yeah, so give Trent some love. Say what's up.
It's the only reason I got a haircut, by the way.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Oh, I'm caught up. Here we go. Looks good though. Looks really nice. You can't ever tell what it's going to look like in this studio because the lighting sucks. Fluorescent lighting is about the worst art lighting you could possibly have. So we're going to take it into the warehouse where we have our black box set up. We'll do a showcase video. That's what we do for all of our art. But really, I like to see the artwork outside in the sunlight because there's something about sunlight. Sunlight penetrates all these layers so you can see all the undertones of the painting. And in most settings, when it actually gets installed in someone's house on a big, beautiful wall, they're going to have some natural light coming in somewhere in that room. It's very, very rare that I install artwork in a client's house on like a showcase wall where there's no natural lighting. I mean, it happens, but it's very rare. So, yeah, I always like to see it in sunlight. That's my point. But this one's different because in the painting and it just
I don't like you sharing that information. I think we should.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's totally okay. Trent doesn't want me to share that information, but I'm going to share it anyway.
I'm the bad cop.
All right, so now we have moved the artwork into the warehouse, which is where we have created this black box, which is where we shoot all of our showcase videos and things like that. There is something about the black box. I guess it affects the sensors in the camera, so the lighting and the color saturation specifically changes. And it's not always ideal. Like if we have a lighter aesthetic painting, it kind of throws it off. But for something like this, I think it works pretty well. But this video is actually not about all that. It's about lighting again. So you just saw us pull this artwork up off the tables in the studio where we have some of the worst lighting you could possibly see artwork in. And it's called fluorescent lighting. Fluorescent lighting sucks. It's terrible. But that's what we have in our workspace. And I am building a new studio coming up soon where we will never have a single fluorescent light. But until then, right now, we do have fluorescent lighting. But in here, in the black box, we have these video lights. And they're actually LEDs, but they're super intense LEDs. And this is how we prefer to shoot a lot of our video. Even like a lot of the content that Alexander shoots for us in the studio, we'll turn the overheads off and turn the fluorescence off and shoot with the video lights because it's just, you don't have the reflection, the overhead reflection, and it's just a way better source of light. And these things get really intense. You can dial them in, you can change the Kelvin scale, and it's really great for you know, tweaking the look, like getting the look that you want for the art. But like I said, my favorite and one of the most important sources of light when it comes to placement of art is going to be sunlight, because a lot of the clients' houses that I go into to place a larger piece like this, it's going to be in a room where there's going to be natural light. And no matter how many renderings we do, no matter how, like, it's all speculation of what it's going to look like on the wall. When I am selling a piece to a client before we get in their house, I don't really know what it's going to look like until it's on the wall. And the reason that I don't know what it's going to look like comes down to lighting. Lighting is the one wild card that we will never have a clue what it's going to be until we actually see it on the wall. So that's why we try to get in their house and put it on the wall so we can all see it, not just them, but it's also for me. Because all those questions that a client might have, all those questions, there's a billion questions that they might have rolling around in their head when they're thinking about a piece of art that they want to buy that's as expensive as my work is. You know, once you get it on their wall, though, all those questions just, they melt away because they just got answered all at once. So that's the best way to do it. But bringing it back to the point of the video, this is how we shoot our content typically, or with these video lights. But then sunlight is always going to be the best. The reason sunlight is one of the best forms of light is because it penetrates all these undertones in the painting. It pulls out all the pigments, all the shiny glitter, all the metallics, all the stuff. So we're going to show you that next, but gotta stay hydrated. So yeah, now we're outside in the sunlight, and as you can see, it's popping, it's twinkling, it's sparkling, a lot more glitz, and you get to see all those colors that are really deep within the painting, where in those other settings it was very washed out. Not completely, but now, I mean, you can't really compare it. So especially when you zoom out and pan from side to side, it's just, it shines, you know? So anyway, when it's in a client's house, it's not gonna literally be outside in the sunlight, but you're gonna get a lot of bouncing from inside the house where this natural light's gonna hit the painting and it's gonna pull all that out. But yeah, looks like a different piece when you're outside in the sunlight. So I like to, you know, really show people in all the different settings. Like if a client walks through our showroom, they're not going to get to see what it's going to look like outside unless we pull it out here and show it to them. So that's what we do. And then once we get to their house, we're going to, you know, pull all these pieces that they've selected from the studio. We're going to load them up in the van, take them to their house. We're going to pull them out of the van and one at a time take them in their house and place them on their walls so we can all kind of just digest what it looks like. This is a very, very important key step in how we close deals. And if you're an aspiring artist and you don't practice this sort of thing and don't understand why we do these sorts of things, you want to listen up and you want to understand this step, because this is like one of our secret weapons to closing deals and closing them fast. Like, because, you know, the more art you sell, the more art you can make. I mean, this stuff costs a lot of money to produce. So you got to move it. You got to move it so you can make more of it. That is, if you're like me and you crave to create more art. Like, I literally need it. I need to do it for my head, for my soul. Just, it's what I like to do. It's what I love to do. So anyway, we'll go into more detail about that in another video. Again, this video is all about showing you the difference that lighting can make for artwork. And I hope you learned something from the video. You know, if you got some value out of today's content, make sure you like the video, share it, subscribe, do all those things. And if you know an aspiring artist who could gain some value from this type of content, make sure you share it with them first and foremost. This is very important. And yeah. What you got, Trent? You got something to add?
That's an excellent point, because maybe you are not an artist. I didn't mean to be in the shot, but
You're in the shot.
maybe you are not the artist watching this, but maybe you're like my grandma, who was always kicking me down things that she knew I would love, or my dad, who is constantly sending me music for my brother. Right? Maybe you're like, oh, I know the guy for this. So it's supposed to be informative, so you can help people on their journey.
Yeah. And that's what we're all about. So anyway, yeah, stay tuned. And if you want to see us make some content on a specific topic, comment down below. Let us know what you want to see in the next video. Thanks. Are you an artist struggling to sell your work? Or maybe you're making some sales, but you want to turn your passion into a full-time, thriving business? If so, listen up, because I've been where you are and I've cracked the code. Over the last 17 years, I've built a career selling millions of dollars worth of my artwork without any formal training or a traditional art degree. I had to figure it all out on my own, and now I put everything I've learned into one powerful resource. It's called the Entrepreneur's Blueprint. In this ebook I designed to help artists just like you, you will learn how to sell more art even if you've never sold a piece of art before. You'll learn how to build a successful business from the ground up and price your artwork properly so that you can grow and stabilize your income and create a career with no salary cap. If you're ready to take the next step in your art business, the Entrepreneur's Blueprint is your shortcut. Don't spend years guessing like I did. Get the strategies that work. Click the link down in the description, grab your copy, and start making the kind of income your art deserves. Don't wait for success to find you. Go out and create it. Get your copy of the Entrepreneur's Blueprint today.